Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we are taking a look at some more spice in the Ultra League Premier Cup. We are taking a look at Gigalith. These battles were submitted by a fellow content creator and friend of the channel, PIRATEKING Pogo. So if you haven't checked him out already, I'll have a link to his Twitch channel in the description. Definitely go check him out and give him a follow. And the team he's running is Gigalith, Dragonite, and Venusaur, and it plays like a standard ABB style team with Dragonite as the safe swap, with the goal being to bait out the Ice type. And he had a really nice run with this team, and it's almost taken him to veteran. So without further ado, let's hop into these battles and let's take a look at Gigalith in action. Terrible lead to start, safe swapping Dragonite, and they counter swap into an XL Galvantula. This is actually a pretty nice matchup for the Dragonite, especially since the Dragonite has a small energy lead. Oh, he's calling the lunge bait here, and he successfully calls it. What a call. Oh my goodness, what a no shield. And now just going straight for the Dragon Claw, and Dragon Claw gets it very low, and at this point it's definitely worth committing the shield because he's going to be able to flip switch advantage and align that Swampert with his Venusaur endgame. So he should be in a really good spot here. Talonflame comes in. He's not quite going to be able to get to the Draco Meteor, so he's just going to go for the Dragon Claw, but he can align his Gigalith with the Talonflame and the Swampert onto the Venusaur. So at this point, this game is over. It looks like the opponent is still attempting to play it out, which is pretty valiant, and they're able to land an Earthquake, but Venusaur is tanky enough where it can survive it. Oh, unfortunately overfarms just too much, so we'll have to commit a shield, and that's CMP, and even with no bubbling it, I believe this Frenzy Plant will still KO, which it does. Talonflame comes in, able to get a Sludge Bomb off. That'll get the last shield, although at this point, unfortunately, the Talonflame really has no chance because Gigalith absolutely walls this thing. Regardless of what they throw, whether it's Flame Charge or Brave Bird, both are going to be resisted, and Talonflame gets smacked down by the Gigalith, and he's able to clutch out a win in game number 1. Alright, absolutely terrible lead in game number 2. Again, safe swapping into the Dragonite. Oof, and this time they have a Powder Snow Alolan Ninetales, so things are looking really rough, and just going for the Draco Meteor, trying to get off as much damage as possible. Oh my goodness, that Draco Meteor did a lot. That is a fairy type. That's double resisted. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. And now he's just going to bring in Gigalith and probably go for the farm down, I would imagine. Psyshock does definitely hurt, but I believe that Weather Ball is the more efficient move to go for in this particular instance. So the opponent is making a bit of a misplay in that particular situation. Yep, and they do go for the Weather Ball. That takes him out, and now he's going to come in with the Venusaur and farm down. Oh, and they have a Talonflame in the back. So unfortunately in game number 2, oh, what is that lag? Yeah, and at that point he's just like, you know what, it's over. But unfortunately, just triple hard countered in game number 2. There's not a whole lot you're going to be able to do if you're triple hard countered. All right, picking up a really nice lead in game number 3. They're going to save swap into a Jellicent, and here's where Venusaur is very helpful, because Venusaur does exceedingly well versus Jellicent. Shields up, correctly shields the Shadow Ball. That is very big. And now going for the Frenzy Plant, and this is going to be doing massive damage to that Jellicent. Jellicent, even when XL'd, still gets destroyed by Frenzy Plant, and the Dragonite comes back in, but Sludge Bomb will hurt. Sludge Bomb does a ton, but doesn't take them out, and the Dragonite does opt to throw. So the Dragonite, their goal is definitely to take out the Venusaur, and they aggressively switch in a Stunfisk. Interesting. So this is actually going to be a very tricky game here. And now aggressive switch into the Gigalith, really wants to land a superpower if possible. Shields it up. Oh, correctly shields the Earthquake. That's big. Building up to the 2 superpowers, this is huge. Getting this super effective damage off is absolutely crucial. And able to get the second one off, this is going to be doing a large amount of super effective damage. And that puts the Stunfisk in range where maybe Dragonite can take it out. They go for the Earthquake. That KOs. The Venusaur is very low, so definitely wants to wait out the clock here so we can use it as a potential sack later on. Ooh, what a catch! Oh, that was filthy! Beautiful, beautiful catch. Oh my goodness. And now Dragonite can survive a Rock Slide, so Dragonite's in a pretty good situation. farming up a decent amount, opting to go for the Dragon Claw. This is resisted, so it doesn't quite take it out. The Shadow Dragonite comes in, cannot farm it down, and he's able to get to a second Dragon Claw, and this will be taking out the Stunfisk and winning him the game. So very nicely played there. And as you can see, the coverage move of Gigalith having superpower comes in clutch. Amazing lead in game 4. Holy crap. Surfetch save swap, counter swap into the Venusaur. The one thing you have to watch for here is the Brave Bird, as Brave Bird is going to be one-shotting. Oh, and the Surfetch just deciding to let that go. So my guess is they probably didn't have the Brave Bird on the save swap. Maybe they're running close combat as their nuke move. Venusaur able to get a Sludge Bomb off. Charizard no shielding makes quite a bit of sense. Charizard will have to throw here if they don't want to use a shield, and they don't throw, so now they're forced to burn a shield, which is very unfortunate if you're the Charizard. And they have a Shadow Machamp in the back, and they throw, I believe this is just a Cross Chop, so deciding to no shield it, because Cross Chop, while it does a decent amount, is going to be resisted, and firing off the Dragon Claw before they get to a second charge move. I definitely like that play. Able to get the shield, which is very nice. This Shadow Machamp is probably just going to go straight Cross Chop at this point, but the good news is Dragonite is in a pretty commanding position. Oh, doesn't have to expend the last shield. That is big. Able to get off the Dragon Claw. That's going to take them out. And this Charizard comes in. Charizard forced to throw, and you definitely just let this go and save the shield for Gigalith. And Gigalith is going to be able to smack down. So Gigalith able to clutch it up, shielding the Blast Burn, and Charizard goes down and able to take the win in game number 4. All right, hopping into the 5th game against another former Battle Legend, picking up a really nice lead in Alolan Ninetales. So as you can see, Rock typing seems fairly strong in this current meta. Granted, there aren't a lot of super meta Rock types, but Gigalith winning a decent amount of leads. Again, they're going for Psyshock. Maybe they're used to Bastiodon, where typically you wouldn't want to throw an Ice move, but Ice is actually neutral here. They bring out a Goon, save swap into the Dragonite to try and bait out any Ice types remaining in the back. And the Obstagoon is staying in here, so it looks like there's probably not another Ice type in the back. So interestingly enough, it could be something that's also weak to Dragonite, so it may be worth investing a shield here. Does decide to shield up the Night Slash, very nice, and should be able to do some damage. Oh, they catch it. Oh, and it's a Talonflame in the back. That makes sense why they stayed in with the Alolan Ninetales, because they were ABA weak to Rock types. Again, Rock typing looking kind of strong in this current meta, and this should hopefully be offset CMP. Throws the Dragon Claw, and able to catch since it was offset onto the Gigalith where the Flame Charge is resisted. Oh my goodness, that was a filthy catch. Obstagoon comes in and farms down, but at this point Venusaur's here to shut it all down. The only way that he loses this is if he shields a Night Slash, the Obstagoon boosts, and the Obstagoon hits him with a boosted Night Slash. So he's more than likely, yes, he is going to be not shielding any of these and just committing to the farm down. And the Obstagoon knows they have to get to 2. They're unable to do so, and he's able to clutch the win and the 4-1 set with Gigalith. Very nicely done. All right, hopping into set number 2 here. So you can see a lot of former legends at this rank. I believe he was in the upper 2300s, low 2400s at the time. Really rough lead in Nidoqueen, and they have an Abomasnow. This is really unfortunate. Opting to go for the Dragon Claw instead of the Draco Meteor. Interesting call. So unfortunately with the Dragon Claw, I don't think he's able to flip switch here. So even if he lands 2 Dragon Claws, I don't think it's quite enough, unfortunately. Oh, so close to flipping switch. They have an Energy Ball loaded, which hits Gigalith for super effective. So that's going to be a little rough, unfortunately. Energy Ball coming through. Let's see how much this does. Oh, that does huge damage, which is very unfortunate. They bring out a Politoed and able to get off a superpower, and then my guess is probably try and bail into the Venusaur. Tries to switch. Oh, it's CMP. At this point, you definitely just have to let this go and basically just trust in the Venusaur. But Nidoqueen had farmed up to a Poison Fang prior to switching out, so they're going to be able to spam out these 2 Poison Fangs pretty quickly. And they should be at another one here. I believe they should be at another one. Frenzy Plant coming through. That does get the shield. And they're at another one. And this is looking really, really rough. Decides to no shield. And I think at this point he just saw the writing on the wall and just knew that it was over, unfortunately. Alright, hopping into the next match here. Gigalith into Altaria, very nice lead. Altaria staying in for a little bit, and then safe switching into Empoleon, and Venusaur is a pretty good counter swap. Unfortunately, the Empoleon does get to a Drill Peck, can survive it, but does opt to shield up and preserve some health. And throwing there, ooh, very nice fast move denial, so no extra waterfall comes through, and fires off the Frenzy Plant. That does get it very low. They do get to a Drill Peck, but the good news is he should be able to survive this. Drill Peck comes through, does get him low, but he should be able to leave with a Sludge Bomb to threaten the Altaria, but unfortunately, he is now at a shield disadvantage, which could make the rest of this game a little tricky. Fortunately, he does have alignment, which helps, but the Altaria is going to be able to build up some energy here, and he's waiting his clock and coming in with the Gigalith. Let's see what they have in the back. They have Powder Snow, Alolan Ninetales. Oh, they were ABA weak to Gigalith, and they burned their only counter. Oh, that is very unfortunate for the opponent. Calling it, they go for the Weather Ball, which of course hurts, but you really have to get this Alolan Ninetales taken care of. Opting to shield it up, okay, and now going for the Rock Slide. Really needs to get this Ninetales out of here. Oh, they don't shield. Oh, and now Dragonite should be in a fairly comfortable position to just farm down, because Dragonite, I believe, survives a Moonblast. So Dragonite should be okay here. They go for the Moonblast, does not KO. Dragonite clutching with 1 HP. Oh my goodness, that was a frantic game. Gigalith had to put in a lot of work. Oh my goodness. Gigalith into a Drapion. Holy spice. Oh my goodness. Now let's see what moveset the Drapion's running. They have Crunch, so they're running Crunch and Sludge Bomb, so opting for no Aqua Tail, which unfortunately makes the Gigalith matchup worse for them. Rock Slide comes through and does a nice chunk of damage, but as you're going to be able to see, the Crunch definitely adds up for sure. Crunch comes through, that gets the Gigalith very low, but Gigalith able to smack down. Oh, and they bring out a Meganium, and throw in the superpower. My guess is probably just panicked, which definitely happens when people switch in when I'm on low health. Sometimes you just need to throw a charge move to just kind of figure out your situation. Because fortunately, Dragonite absolutely walls Meganium, so he can fully commit to the farm down, take all charge moves, and leave with absolute buckets of energy. He's going to be in a really comfortable position. Hopefully he can Draco Meteor someone. I would really like to see that, especially with shields up. They try and catch. That doesn't work, and they have a Crobat in the back. What is this team? This is some spice. Holy crap. Shadow Crobat as well. First Dragon Claw does get the shield. Second Dragon Claw actually lands, so very nice recognition by the opponent. But man, the opponent is not going to appreciate that Gigalith. Even though it's very low HP, she should be able to get some smacks out of it. Oh, only able to get 1 smack. This could get a little dicey. 2 shields, but that Crobat is loaded. Definitely no shield the first Poison Fang. That makes quite a bit of sense, and start shielding from here. It's low enough where even a double resisted Frenzy Plant is going to be enough to take it out, and the opponent quits. Oh my goodness. That was a stressful match to watch. Gigalith into a Shadow Snorlax. And this is, again, a pretty solid matchup, but tough because Superpower is going to hurt both sides quite a bit. Calls it. Oh, Superpower, that hurts. But he's able to fire back with a Superpower of their own. So let's see how the Snorlax decides to play this out. Oh, they just take it. And they get taken down. They have a Gallade, and Dragonite does very well against Gallade. Unless they're running like a Spice moveset like Synchronoise, then fortunately the Dragonite does quite well here, as they're going to be forced to go for the close combats. Also, sorry if you heard that, I just hit my desk. Alright, close combat, shields it up. They switch in a Swampert. Oh, and they have a Venusaur. Oh, this game is over. Able to get to the Frenzy Plant. They were able to switch in fairly quickly, which is very nice. And the Swampert is taken out. And yeah, the Gallade can do nothing here. And the Gallade, well, does about the only thing they can do, and top left. Alright, another Gigalith into a Shadow Snorlax. So round 2, let's see if he plays this out any differently. I'll be curious to see. Going for the Rock Slide, so the Snorlax just farming up a bunch of energy, opting not to throw. Rock Slide does get the shield, but also doesn't debuff the Gigalith, importantly enough. Shields up. Oh, body slam. Bait. Catches onto the Dragonite. Did he catch a superpower? Oh, beautiful catch. Oh my goodness. They have a Kingdra. Kingdra will be able to farm down, but Dragonite should be able to force this last shield. Otherwise, that Kingdra is going to be in a world of hurt. Able to force the last shield, which is super nice. And do you come in Gigalith here and force them to Octa? They do come in Gigalith, and they're basically just forcing them to waste energy with an Octazooka before... Oh, they live! Oh my goodness, I didn't think they were gonna live! Oh, Gigalith clutching up. Venusaur comes in, farms down. Oh my goodness. They still have the Snorlax left alive. We'll have to see what else they have in the back. They have a Gallade. Fortunately, Gallade does not appreciate Frenzy Plant, so even though the confusion is super effective, Frenzy Plant hits Gallade like an absolute truck. Charge move coming through, definitely has to shield it up. It's the Leaf Blade. Snorlax comes in, farming up as much as they can, and getting to the Frenzy Plant. Frenzy Plant does take them out. Is the Gallade in farm down range? It is. Oh my goodness. And they still had a Pokemon left alive in the back. So some absolutely frantic battles. Very, very sweaty. But able to clutch up an 8-2 run with Gigalith. So a very, very cool team and a very spicy pick. So thank you very much for the battle submission. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.